Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy. This is our agricultural series, part 2. The present discussion is arable land on the planet Earth. And we are comparing the arable land on the planet Earth to the surface areas of different countries. After this presentation, you will get a very fascinating view of the arable land comparisons with the other countries. And if you are new to my educational channel, South Asia Maps, J. Reddy, you can see, you can go and look at that. There are more than 290 meticulously made presentations and varied diverse topics. You can go and look at those presentations at leisure. Arable land comparison. This is the part of our agriculture series. In the first part, we talked about how much agricultural land is present on the planet Earth. The second part, arable land. There are 14 million square kilometers. We'll be comparing with some of the country's surface areas. Third part, we'll look at the concept of the carrying capacity. There are a lot of areas that a much bigger area, comparable area, but cannot support people due to low carrying capacity. So this is the today's presentation, part 2. Arable land comparison with the countries. And I have made a series of presentations in my G.A.M.E series. You can look at the G.A.M.E, that is acronym I coined, Geographic Areas Made Easy. So if you look those some of the series, you will get a broader articulation. To make the matter simple here, 1 square kilometers, if you put 10 of them, 10 square kilometers. There are 1,000 kilometers here, 1,000, that becomes 1,000, 1 million square kilometers. Egypt is an African country on the planet Earth, is exactly 1 million square kilometers. There are 4 countries and territories on the planet Earth that have 10 million square kilometers. United States, Canada, its northern border across 49th parallel, and mainland China, and Europe west of Ural Mountains, all have nearly 10 million square kilometers, and those concepts are presented in depth. You can go and look at them, and so that you will get a broader idea for the current presentation. One important thing you have to remember is the surface area of the planet Earth, that is a sphere. It has 360 water, 150 land mass. 360 days per year, if you remember, that is water, and 150 person living 100 plus 50 years, a very healthy person, you get that very clearly. So that you have to remember. 150 land mass, 360 water surface area. If you remember that 150, these are million square kilometers. 10% of that, 1/10 will be 14 or 15. That is the arable land, agricultural land. Remember, if you take 1 acre of the land, even if you grow 2 crops, 3 crops, still we consider 1 acre arable land, or 1 hectare arable land. 1 hectare has 2.5 acres. So that is the broader idea, and how this 14, we say units from now onwards, to make the matters much easier rather than throwing the million square kilometers. 14 units is our things you have to keep in mind. 14 units. United States, Egypt is 1 million square kilometer. That means 14 times of the Egypt is the agriculture area. 14 times the Egypt. 1 and 14 times. United States is 10. Southern neighbor, excuse me for my allergies. South of Rio Grande River is Mexico, that is around about 2 million square kilometers. United States, Mexico, again one more Mexico. United States to Mexico, that is the arable land on the planet Earth. Now we have China here, that is again 10 million square kilometers. China, United States, Canada, and Europe west of Urals are 10. So China, you take it, India is 3.2, across the Radcliffe line, partition line, the Ravi line, we have almost 0.8, 0.9, both together 4. 10 plus 4 is 14. So again, India plus South Asia is the arable land. Australia is a country, a continent in the Oceania, that is 7.7 million square kilometers or unit 7. Double the area of 7, 14 it becomes, that is the agricultural area, arable land. Then you go to Europe. Europe is 10 million, among which 6 is the non-Russian part, 4 is the Russian part. You take the entire Europe west of Urals, add it again the Russian part west of Urals, 10 plus 4, 14. That is the arable land, agricultural land, planet Earth. There is an icy continent, landmass across this here in southern hemisphere. Antarctica is exactly 14 million square kilometers. Then we have Brazil. Brazil is 8 million square kilometers. Double the area becomes 16. You can make it around about 15. That is again the agricultural land, more or less. Here Asia, I have made it 44 million square kilometers, 44 units. Asia, Africa is 30. That means the entire African continent 30 units. Half it means 15. That is the agriculture area. North America should be 24. 10 here, 10 here, the rest of the 4, 24. South America 17. See, Brazil, the double the area, 8 and 8, 16 or 17. That is the area of South America. Antarctica 14. So I highlighted here. That is the arable land. Remember, Antarctica arable 14. 2 weeks, that is 14, a fortnight. Europe is 10, again Oceania 8, among which Australia is a part. We have Fiji, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, all those other areas we have. Land area is 150. Person living 100 plus 50 years is 150. So that should make the things very easier, bird's perspective for you. That's what we talked about today, the fascinating the planet Earth today, that has 6,500 kilometers radius, 12,000 kilometers diameter, around about 42,000 circumference along the equator from Singapore to Kyoto and back to Singapore. It has a 360 ocean area, and a person living 100 plus 50, that is the land area. Egypt is 1 million square kilometers. You can put 150 Egypts in the surface area of the planet Earth. China is 10. You take South Asia 10 plus 4, that is the agricultural area. You can also take Europe west of Ural Mountains 10, again the Russian portion west of Urals 10 plus 4, 14 again. Africa is 30, half of it is 15, that is 15 again agriculture area. And you have America here 10, Mexico 2, 14, that is the agriculture area. That's what we talked about, the arable land of how the arable land 14 compares to other. Mitram and Bandhum, thank you very much. See you later in other presentations. Appreciate if you putting some comments on these presentations, and see you later in other presentations.